Hello, Cherie Hanson here. Thank you so much for coming on and watching my YouTube video. I deeply appreciate it. I would also ask if you know anybody that you think might benefit from some mindfulness talks in these days. You could refer some of these videos to them. They're in service. I'm putting them up on purpose to help people. The other thing I would like to ask you is if you would kindly subscribe to my videos. I would really appreciate that. I had an image in my mind today of, doing renovations in the yard. And I was thinking about all those commercials where you're supposed to phone first before you dig. And I was applying that to mindfulness practice. Really watch where you're digging, because where we are right now is everything is ramped up. The usual shelters we have for ourselves, the usual ways of assuring that we're protected and safe, the social signaling, all the rest of it, are failing. They're just failing. So now we're getting into a place where we're being forced to ask ourselves the big questions. Is this true? Is this true for me? What am I feeling? Why am I feeling it? What triggered that? How do I move in the world? So mindfulness practice is like digging to renovate your yard. And you got to be really careful that you don't go into the gas line and blow yourself up. And what I mean by that is when we build up pressure in our energy field, in other words, I want to know the truth, but I don't want to know the truth. I'm terrified, and now I'm in a place where I both want to fit in and stand out. So we're in this locked in place where we aren't really clear about what we believe, what we're following, what our truth is. And now we get to a place where we're constantly checking with somebody else to see, how can I be in a place that is secure? And that is the bottom line. The problem is, you can never be in a place that is secure. Never. Never in the human history of people walking on the face of the earth have they been in a place where they are secure. There are a few people who can stroll along for a while without experiencing just dreadful famine and war and chaotic volcanoes blowing up their villages. But there is no such thing as security. So now we have to come to a place where we are left alone. We're in solitary confinement with ourselves. I am here with myself. I can no longer ask somebody outside of me, what is the correct thing to believe? What should I do? Who should I vote for? What action should I take in the world? Because as we're watching people, we're having a revelatory experience. It's kind of like you were at a costume ball. This is the way I feel. I'm 78, and I feel like I've been at a costume ball. And people have masks on, and they're wearing these beautiful costumes. And then you're standing and listening to somebody who is saying they think it's great to vote for a politician that likes to repress any type of sexuality except male and female. Let's put that in the school systems. When I was growing up, you could hear that in the 1950s, but it started to drop away in the 1960s. And you're back to it. You're back to bold-faced repression of individual expression. and they think it's fine. So you're standing there looking at it going, what? I thought people had things figured out. Well, guess what? They don't. So now we've been hearing the noise in the car as we drive along. And we pulled into the garage, and we are having to face the fact that there is something wrong in our system. There's something wrong in the things that we have believed in terms of capitalist, cutthroat, survivor, the strongest get everything. And we're being pushed back into really trying to understand who we are. What do I believe? Where's my heart? Where is my energy? Where do I hold the ability to create myself? And it's not something we enjoy. It really isn't. It's like a congressional interrogation to see if we can get the role of yourself. But you did this. Why did you do that? And what are you going to do tomorrow? I don't know. So we have to be very, very kind to ourselves right now. Very kind. And when you're digging around in your subconscious, in your past life, in your childhood, in your analyzing your reactions to things, the best thing we can do for ourselves is to, and I've come to this very strongly, watch for lies. Am I lying to myself right now? Am I lying to other people because I want them to think me something? And then we drop back into curiosity. Who am I? Who am I now? What is motivating me? What feels good in my heart? We cannot simply do the bunny hop in a line with other people in this day and age. We can't. And as we're watching the Ukraine, I think one of the things that we're getting is here are people who are committed to an ethic and a goal, and their driving force is who are the Ukrainian people. Now, if you take that to your own life, I have a tendency to drift around, and I have to keep bringing myself down into who am I? What am I here to do on this earth? What is my purpose? How can I show love? So back to that all the time. And that means when you're digging up your yard, your subconscious, your thoughts, your landscape, just be very, very, very careful of the gas line. Because if you're not paying attention, you're going to take yourself into some really messy territory. So breath work, grounding, coming back, asking the questions. Who am I? What holds my heart? Why am I on the earth? So I just wanted to share that with you today because that was really coming up for me. Thank you. Do subscribe if you find it at all helpful.